And closer to home, we want to talk about some of those effects. U.S. car companies reported a spike in sales in March, people basically scrambling to buy new cars before the new tariffs. President Trump previously had announced a 25% tariff on imported cars. Joining me now to talk more, Roben Farzad, business journalist and host of Full Disclosure podcast. Roben, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Mark was giving us great detail about how other countries are they're not fighting one-on-one trade wars with the U.S. They're kind of moving into little groups to have this back and forth. What are you going to be listening for from China in terms of their response?
China has so many arrows in its quiver, but we cannot forget that China is struggling. It's in a bit of a banking crisis and a property crisis, and it has a social compact with its people to keep them employed, to keep this economy growing. It has not had an economic collapse in the modern World Trade Organization period. So if they are kind of at, reservoir dogs, gun pointing at gun, it's like the United States has more clout than it has had in a long time because of China's weakness. So China is looking at its neighbors, it's looking at South Korea, it's looking at Japan, kind of enemy of my enemy.
It's interesting. That's great context because we've been talking about so many goods that people perceive as being from China. I know after the last round of tariffs, some people, manufacturers, moved out of China, right?
Yep.
So it's not clear. But you've also said that this isn't just about raw goods, that when you look at a Walmart, at a Target, they could be affected. And I'm like, how, right? They're so enormous.
Look at Walmart by itself would be one of the largest trading partners in the world. The fact that, it might be cold comfort to a lot of workers who've lost factory jobs, who've lost jobs in the kind of the NAFTA period, the last 35 years of globalization. But you can go into a Walmart and ask this dad, buy a pair of sweatpants for $9, right? You can get 3 different kinds of mangoes. You could buy dragon fruit. You could buy things at certain price points that were never available to you, to say nothing of the $200 flat screen TV. And that's a peace dividend. That's a dividend of globalization. So if suddenly, China is a major trading partner of Walmart, if it decides, well, you're going to feel it, immediately the Rust Belt, the heartland, is going to feel that at Walmart, where it's an essential retailer.
I was thinking about something that the Treasury Secretary said a few weeks back in a speech where he said the American dream essentially is not to get cheap goods. Like, that's not what we, the government, should be fighting for. Does that feel like a fundamental realignment? It's a different approach to tell Americans, look, maybe that sweatshirt shouldn't be $9.
Yes, and I give them points for being bold where maybe the opposition wasn't. And you've covered this, I think, in the pod and with some of the guests you've had on, in this period of globalization where, yes, incredible stock market gains, incredible ability to go into a Walmart or Best Buy and buy things that our parents weren't able to buy. But what about the people who got left behind by that? It's not even cold comfort that they can go and buy a cheap
You hear that
TV.
in the UAW in Sean Fain's response about
The fact that they're
cars.
saying prices were already up and you didn't turn around and castigate the industry for greedflation. And you know what? Car dealers with purely American cars see this and are anticipating tariffs and are hiking prices on it. And so there might yet be vindication for the worker who was forgotten.
Is greedflation a threat here? Or is price gouging a threat here? The Biden administration used to talk about that a lot when there were supply chain issues. Now that we have more data and understanding, are these industries taking advantage of, news reports like this?
No doubt, because it gives you cloud cover to hike prices. You, as a fiduciary for shareholders, like, I'm only doing what's responsible. I'm beholden to my shareholders. I mean, and this goes from Chipotle to GM. There was a great article on how Chipotle is trying to source avocados from Cartagena, to protect itself from Mexico. This is felt across the board, but we have seen opportunistic price hikes in this period of inflation. And I think this is only going to give companies more cover to do that.
Yeah, and it makes it messy with the uncertainty, right? What should we read into this being announced after stocks close?
I don't think they care about the stock market, to be honest with you. I mean, that's another dividend that has been lost on his core base. And they're not feeling that. That's not the 401k class. That's the class, if anything, has had their pensions dissolved. We're given all these promises. We're rope-a-doped over the last 35 years. And that's something fundamentally that I think the Democrats and the blue-collar Democrats have to understand.
Or need to engage on.
Yeah.
Roben Farzad, thank you so much.
My
He's, of
pleasure.
course, the host of Full Disclosure.